Welcome to one of the best shows in the Star Wars universe.
Look at this motherfucker.
Yeah, this guy fills up all late and wrong. But
I was feeling myself. I was on the top row. I was like, fucking moving on up. And then Lil comes in and shits on my parade.
He just got to finish watching Andor. You just got to finish watching Andor, didn't you?
I did.
I figured that. Shit. Yeah. Well, if you're new here, because we got some new subscribers this week, this is a Star Wars show. We talk about all Star Wars. We talk about everything fun in Star Wars. Yeah. And this is Sean.
This is Lil.
This is Steve.
And this is Ed. And this is Star Geeks. And the internet is watching.
Okay.
But I share Ed's excitement. Shit was fucking tough.
So
right?
real quick before we start. I did share my Star Wars room tour this week. It is up on YouTube. It is on this channel. Please check it out. It is my art film.
Yeah, it's on short film he released online earlier this week. You need to have a fucking credits on that thing, dog.
Yeah, I did have the
director of photography. You had moves going. You had like crane shots and shit. You had focus going in and out. Ooh, artsy with this motherfucker, right? It's like I don't go to my room.
The camera's tilting all over the damn place.
Yeah, you had a fucking French tilt, you artsy bastard. You.
I know. I was watching. I was like, oh, this hoity-toity motherfucker right here. Look at this.
God damn, man!
I'm not even doing a room tour.
I said the same thing. What am I gonna do now? Forget this.
There you go. We're done.
Yeah,
listen,
man. Behind me.
Sean, it was awesome. It was. I jest. I would just make it fun, but it was really cool. You have a lot of really, really cool shit.
Without question.
But I was like waiting for you to show off your '80s show and some other shit.
That's the thing. I was like, yo, how do I?
I'm like, how did it go 20 minutes and I didn't see not a fucking 80s toy or a VHS tape?
Here's the thing. I thought the same thing because he showed that He-Man poster, but then nothing else. And I'm like,
I had a Batman animated series poster at the top.
Yeah, and the Batman animated, and I'm like, but you showed those, but you didn't show all the other toys. Like,
I know, dude. You know what it was? This area is not done yet, and it's because it's a lot of shit over here. But I was like, you know what? I'll save it for another one. Like I'll just do my next one.
Holy shit! You're gonna have a sequel.
I
was like, fuck that! I'm going for the trilogy.
Return of the room tour.
That's what it's gonna be called.
No, it's gotta be something strikes back. The room tour strikes back for the second one.
Oh, that's a great one, Steve. Fuck. But I want to thank everybody for doing it. Right now it's up at like 3,000 views, which is awesome. Like, you know, and it definitely helps out the show, both shows. So I posted on both channels.
Then it's gonna get into the weeds if you do any more than that. Then it's gonna be like, you know, like the last room tour or the rise of room tour.
Well, you know what this will start? That you'll have to change your collection again, so that way you can read. There's the hesitation right there.
You know what's crazy? I fucking waited so long to do this shit. Like I wanted this shit to be like good at what it was.
What's up, Taylor? What's up, Fernando?
What's up? And it's not perfect, but at the same time, I was like, man, what do I do? How do I double that? And I can't. There's no way I can double it. So I'm gonna go to my guy's house who has way more statues than I have, and we're gonna do his room tour.
Oh, so nice.
Yeah,
that's cool. Like that's very cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, man.
Get rid of everything and get all new stuff.
No, I can't do that. There's some stuff I'm gonna be adding. There's a couple pieces gonna be adding though, so the next room tour is gonna be a little bit bigger. So
I agree with that.
Shut up.
Everything. Revive. Up it. I want like real replica props. Like I want real props, not prop replicas. I want props.
I can't afford that. But
you
can. Did anybody do anything for May the 4th?
Star Wars wise, no.
This was a busy weekend.
Yeah.
May the 4th, or yeah, it fell on a weird day. Or I'm like, there's a
It was
lot
Sunday.
going
It
on.
was weird, right?
Well, but it day after a graduation and a prom and all this.
I'm gonna kill this kid. Sorry.
I just saw a little get bitch slapped right on here on live. In front of, your son just bitched you in front of the whole
He
country.
did, and he's dead. I'm throwing that PlayStation through a goddamn wall. Get the hell out of my face.
Yo, you know he mad too. You know that a little mad face, right?
Oh yeah. No, that's why. That's what I just played that Yoda clip for.
Much anger in him.
I had him go downstairs to get something Star
I
Wars.
forgot what I was even talking about. I forgot what I was saying.
So
That was a nice distraction.
You about to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
we were talking May the 4th.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I had a college graduation on Saturday or on Friday, then a high school prom on Saturday, then trying to catch up on some shit on yard work on Sunday. I didn't do nothing. I don't think I watched anything Star Wars or played anything. So I just
didn't do anything
Veg
Star
out.
Warsy. Oh, I did. Well, not really. I already had it already. So you know what? Never mind.
I mean, you made your video.
I did.
You did
I
release
did
that.
on May the 4th. I did release it, so I did do something.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was it. So, did you guys get anything for the toy box? Like, did you guys get anything with Star Wars?
I have
this week?
something. I have something Star Wars.
You did. Yeah, I did pick up. Well, I think we were all out on Free Comic Book Day.
Yes, and I did get that Star Wars book.
So I did. Yeah, I as well. I did get the Star Wars Free Comic Book. But I think everybody else did as well. Cool cover. I guess it's a key, right? Oh, is it a key?
There's a first appearance of somebody in it. Hold on one sec. I'll
Yeah.
keep talking. I'll find it.
Yeah, no, but it was cool. Like, you know what I mean? Just, I got a couple pieces. That was it. Nothing crazy. Ed, you went out too as well, right?
Yeah, no, I got the same. I went out for Comic Book Day, picked up that same book. And for Star Wars Day, that's when I went and saw Thunderbolts. So,
Oh, shit.
got to fit it in where you can.
Yeah, I didn't buy anything, though. There's nothing to buy. There's stuff I wanted, and I'm so at the Disney park, dude. Fuck, man. That droid, Ed,
Oh, yeah.
you see how big it is?
It's a decent size.
Yeah, it's a really for $100. They're reselling it on eBay for like $200-$300 right now. I was telling Lil that shit. I was like, Lil, if you see that thing, man, get that thing, please. Just send it to me, mail it to me. I don't know, see if they can send it to me from the park. I don't know how to do
Shoot,
that.
I'll just drive up to you at this point with how much shipping costs.
I'll meet you.
I'll just drive up for a visit.
Yeah, shit. I'll meet you halfway if you want to do it like that. It don't matter to me. Yeah, that's really it. But Dan, hello, what you got?
Okay, so I did pick up something. This is it's weird. It's a weird thing, but
you want to see that face?
I got both of you guys one, Ed and Sean, just because it is a Star Wars item and it's unique. Steve drops off because he didn't get one. Because I didn't think that he would. I didn't think he would know what to do with this. Because Jenny got one for herself, and I don't know what we're gonna do with it. It's considered a bed runner from the cruise ships, and it's for Star Wars Day at Sea.
Oh, that's
it's like a big banner you can hang up, and it's got the Disney cruise ship.
That's cool.
Yeah, what would I ever want to do with a cool piece of Star Wars fucking art?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I you know what? I have no idea. I don't know what I would do with it. I'm just fucking retarded and don't know what I would do with that. I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you. That's really cool though.
I got this. This little because when it's Star Wars Night at Sea, they put this on. Because they decorate all the rooms. They put this on your bed.
That's cool. I like it.
You guys each have one coming.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, bro.
Awesome. Yeah, I definitely don't have a Star Wars room. That would go really well on either of your guys' walls.
I don't know where I'm gonna put it at, but I'll figure it out. It's cool.
It's pretty big. I mean, it's probably about I don't know.
Sorry, I know I used the R word. I apologize. I thought
that's why I put my head down. 5 feet by about a foot.
Sorry.
Lose all them subscribers.
I just went back to
Welcome to Star Geeks.
I apologize. Had a flashback to the 90s. I was in middle school again.
Thank you,
guys
man.
each have one coming at some point.
I appreciate
John,
that.
when your backpack comes, when your mouse droid comes, when your
You gotta find the mouse droid because they're sold out. So I don't know how it's going.
No, I have the popcorn bucket mouse droid for you.
Oh shit. I like it, but I'm like, damn. I want the big one.
Well, I'll get that. I'll find that one too. I mean, I found just about everything that you wanted.
You do, dog. Yeah, I appreciate you. But anyway, Ed, let's get into your shit because I know you got news. Pretty sure you got not a lot news, but I'm pretty sure you got some. Right?
There's always something.
All right.
I just wish there was a way to make the logo just off from his face at the end, so that.
And you're really gonna have to get a Star Wars suit at some point, dog. We gotta redo this.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Believe me, I think about it every time.
All right.
Obviously, talking about May the 4th, it's kind of nice because it really is becoming a well-known national almost holiday. Because they celebrate it everywhere, it feels like.
Even the county buildings I was working in had Star Wars stuff up on the walls.
So. Again, this is what I was saying a long time ago. This is how big Star Wars is. You can't tell me this is the biggest idea.
This is how religions start later, right? Like 100 years from now, when all of us are dead and everyone doesn't remember history again and shit, they're gonna be like, yo, the Sith and Jedi shit was real, dog. Like, there's books. This shit was nuts. It's on film.
Yeah. Well, people are gonna live by the fucking Star Wars shit in the name of the
even at my graduation commencement, like one of the speeches, literally because it was May the 4th, they said May the 4th be with you, and I was just like, all right, this is crazy.
What's up, Pacino?
What's up, Pacino?
Yep. And there's a town not too far from Sean and I, New Hope. Which, of course, they make a big deal of that because of.
Do they?
Oh yeah. Yep. That's not.
Maybe you guys need to go next year and record from there.
Might have to do that on site.
Ed, did you get that? Because we're going to talk about that real quick.
What's that?
That Star Wars sideshow, Luke.
Red 5. Luke statue. If you don't have it, then
I don't know. I'll have to get to it. I don't know what I have in here half the time because I build this out as the week goes on.
No worries.
Obviously, it's May the 4th is huge, especially at all the Disney locations, which, it's Star Wars Day there every day, but especially on May the 4th. And May the 4th even reached into our politics. We got
but he doesn't know. I don't care what your politics are. The fact is, he doesn't know the difference between a Jedi and a Sith, and that sucks.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Now there's somebody on the staff who's getting fired on that one.
Yeah. Oh, you almost had it, man. You just missed it. You're so close.
So, yep. Now, we did get Star Wars Tales of the Underworld that dropped. Now, this I did watch on May the 4th. And I know we'll probably wait to get through Andor before we kind of go back and break it down and really go through it. But it was so good.
Oh, yeah?
Fucking good, dude.
So good.
How many episodes is
it? 6.
Is it 6?
3 and 3.
Like 8. Like 8, but
does it take like one whole story?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3,
yeah. And they're only like 15 minutes each, so it's not very long, but it's still good with kind of it answers our questions with Asajj Ventress.
Yeah, it's definitely fillers for the shit, that's what happened. So I was right.
And then origin story for Cad Bane. But very good. Can't wait to go through that.
I think you'll like the Cad Bane one. I really, really do. Like it hit. Like it was like, oh shit. Like it was so fucking good. The Asajj Ventress one was okay. but it wasn't fucking the Cat Bane. That Cat Bane one was fucking phenomenal. Like I wanted more from both stories though.
Oh yeah.
So
Pacino, I'm looking at that right now too.
Sports geeks.
it's all good. No worries. All right.
So it tells two pretty short stories about two characters.
Correct.
So in last season, what did they do? They did a Dooku one and something else, right? Last time.
Well, that was
Tales
when
from
we
the
got
Jedi.
correct. Then we got
That was
Tales of the
Ahsoka.
Empire.
Wasn't that Ahsoka and Dooku?
Yes.
I've heard this thing this week and it really detailed this guy, Crix Madine.
Oh, yeah.
I need like a whole. He went through a lot of shit before you meet him. Like his whole backstory is nuts. Like that's crazy. If you don't know who Crix Madine is, I didn't know. I was just like, holy shit. He's an emperor, like an imperial that turned and like brought over like all sorts of gear with him. It's so good.
We see him in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Nope.
Now, this one, I don't know anything because I don't have PlayStation. So I'm sure Steve, being the resident gamer that he is, can talk about Destiny 2.
Yeah, but it's only on PlayStation 5.
Yeah, well, it's PS4 and 5, but they're doing an entire Star Wars theme expansion.
Motherfucker.
See, now that sounds pretty sweet because that looks good. The art they got there. So are they just reskinning the Destiny 2 game in Star Wars shit?
No idea. It makes it
I
sound
had
like it's
Destiny
completely
2 for
different.
Xbox, but not for PlayStation. So I'd have to see.
Yeah,
Like,
see.
Yeah, I'd have to see like how much the game is. It's an old game, man. Destiny 2 is like 8 years old.
No.
Better go to GameStop now. It's like $4 for $10 or.
But not only then, Fortnite's doing it. Fortnite's starting their whole Star Wars.
Yo, did you see
And their shit looks. Sean,
Looks
I might
good.
want to play fucking Fortnite.
Yo, that shit looks that shit looks tight as a motherfucker.
It looks pretty good, and it's easy. That game's not that bad. Like,
Yeah.
So is that the new game night? We're gonna try Fortnite Star Wars style.
I do not want to, but god damn it. It looks so good.
but you have to grind to get the characters on. You don't just
Yeah.
get all.
Ain't
of
nobody
them.
know us.
No, you
I
can
know.
pay for it.
Yeah, but ain't nobody doing it. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I don't think Fortnite that much.
Yeah. Collectible wise, there was all kinds of stuff.
No shit.
Not that it's any surprise because it feels like every week we talk about brand new of the hot toys. I don't know how they continue to put these out. I mean, it's like 2 or 3 new ones every week.
I know, dog.
Oh, it's
crazy.
easy. You
insane.
got a body. You're just making head sculpts and hands. You know.
I mean, really, it is. It's just it's the same. They probably have a stockpile of those suits and vests. They got to add a little thing here, a little thing there, and pop a new head mold on a body they have thousands of. And
Yeah, but still, like some of the detail on those head molds, they're putting the work in, but man, they are just putting them out.
Let's bring up the Hot Toys Moon Knight, and let's see how close those head sculpts are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Not all of them. Star Wars ones seem good.
Yeah, I
So,
agree.
Poe Dameron, Jar Jar Binks. I like this, and especially I like when they do the ones that have the light up features. They just always look so cool.
That is fucking awesome though.
Yes.
These are all sold out. They're all waitlisted, I think.
God, it looks like it's like the Oregon football team up here with these stormtroopers, like different uniforms. It's like they got the eggshells on here with the specs.
Yeah, dude. I think all that shit may be on waitlist. All the troopers usually are because they're so.
I think Pacino just said that too. That they dropped a bunch that all went waitlisted. So
yeah, and it's because it's Star Wars and like I mean, probably from Marvel too, but I see a lot of Star Wars collectors with all hot toys. And man, dude, like and they've got like over the years hot toys. And so like it's pretty huge, man. Like craziness. So
And they have ones now in every variation you could possibly imagine. So that list is getting deep.
yeah, this one's cool.
It is cool. I don't always go with the different variants, but this Darth Vader look from Rebels,
Pretty cool.
Yeah,
Definitely cool.
I agree.
How many Hot Toys you have? You got like what, 3 or 4?
2, and the 2 from you, Darth Vader and Boba Fett.
I swear I thought you had got a couple other ones. My bad.
Which is another reason why I'm ready for you to completely change your collection, because some of us might benefit from that.
Crazy.
I'm still waiting to benefit from when he went to the Star Wars collection. He had a whole bunch of shit. He was like, "Do you want this?" I was like, "Yeah."
More Black Series helmets, and the same thing. They're just now trying to roll out every variant and possibility out there.
Ed, where you at with this one?
See, I just can't go down all the variants. I do like it, and I'm
That's cozy,
kind of
man.
and I'm
You
on the
already have the
fence
Rex.
because I already have because I have the Rex. So I don't know.
But you don't have a Cody yet.
I realize that.
You're gonna need a Cody. It's not just a nobody.
I know.
This one's an Amazon exclusive. So it's not gonna last long. I mean, it's gonna only be so limited. I think, to me, this is a no-brainer. For any helmet collector out there, this is a no-brainer.
Because
Like,
it's got enough going for it that makes it different. It's got the paint app is different. Some of the molding on the front is different, and it's got the visor. And the Rex doesn't have that. And
no trooper has that.
The speeder bike guy, the Scout Trooper helmet, his doesn't look like that. So,
I mean, respect to Hasbro, man. They are stepping their fucking game up, dog. Like, yo, they have been going pretty goddamn hard on these helmets. And the reason why is because they see the other guys out here producing all these crazy helmets, and they're like, well, what the fuck? Why are we not doing this? And like, I would be feeling some type of way too if I have the license and I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like, you got other manufacturers out here doing like great helmets, and you're like, what are y'all doing? I'm kind of waiting for them to go more premium with some of their helmets. Like, they can go plastic and then they can go premium, and people will pay the premium price because you're the only company really that technically has the license for helmets. And you're going to the Lucas archives and getting these scans. Don't tell me you're not. You got to get them from somewhere. So you're getting these scans from somewhere. Why not do the version that you have and a premium version helmet that you can give a little bit more price to, give it authenticity, and say, yo, this is where this is from. Boom, you're done. Yo, you can kill the fucking market with that. They just don't do it. Like EFX, I think they do their helmets, but they rarely do helmets like that. Like,
so what would your price tag be? So these are going about like 150 and they're plastic. So so where would you be at if it was a different material, more like an actual metal, maybe not steel or something like that, but an actual more metal composite, and then you get some real detail in there, some hardcore like real plexiglass to look through,
I mean,
how much would you say it would be too expensive for that? Like, what would your price point be? About 500 for a 500 for a fucking full on replica style helmet?
450 to 5 at best. Although, what you think?
I'm sorry. The Knicks just came back and won. They were down 20.
I know the Knicks are going to win anyway, so I'm not stressing it. But
I didn't. It's Boston. I think for the high end collectors, sure, but like, what's the price point going to be, right? Like, if you're looking at, like,
you're fucking paying attention to basketball. We just that was the whole question. Was what price?
I understand. So I'm telling you, like, so what the price point is going to be like for
500.
500. That's where I was going to go. Like, if you're looking at 450, 500, I don't think they're going to be able to make this helmet for that price in that premium scale. I think you're looking at well over $1,000 for a helmet. I don't think people are going to buy it.
No,
I think these Hasbro ones are the way to go. This price point is 100 to 120, 129. I think that's what some of them like initially released for. And then they're always coming down. Not everyone, but a lot of them do.
So what would
I
you
don't-
want? What would you get then for a $500 helmet?
A little-
Would it have to be plastic still? But
I,
just like,
I still think it would be
Could be
plastic.
plastic.
I don't think
Yeah.
they can mold any of that stuff to make this kind of helmet. And
First of all,
then what's the point?
First
Right.
of all, yes, you can.
I don't know, just a question.
Yeah. First of all, yes, you can. Yes, Hasbro can do it. Second of all, have you not seen the HasLab fucking whatchamacallit? Like, there's metal and plastic. It's a really well done fucking proton pack, to be honest.
Yeah, how much does that cost?
I mean, well, it's like 400 at best, 400.
For
And
a
that was
proton
HasLab
pack?
exclusive.
Darn.
Yo,
That's
so
much bigger than a helmet.
yes, what I'm trying
Yeah,
to say,
but
EFX
fabricating a helmet is different than fabricating a proton.
EFX charges only $600, $700 for their helmets. There's nothing over $1,000.
But those are plastics. though.
Unless you're putting, no, they're not. Those EFXs are metal. Some of them are metal. Some
They
of
are
them are.
not metal helmets.
Some of them are. Yes, they are. Some of them
Well,
are.
I don't know that. I don't know that, and I guess if that's the case, then sure.
Right.
But
So it's like you can. It can get done.
what's the profit margin for it?
Do you know how many people collect helmets out here, man? Have you not seen the
No,
collection?
well, no, he said they'll buy it, but like, how much does it cost them to make it versus if they're only
It
selling
costs-
it for 500?
First of all,
Exactly.
well,
Like, is
but
it
right
is
now?
it worth it
I think to me for the
to
collectible market,
you for the company to make it? Is it worth
Again,
it?
for the collectible market, yes, it is worth it because Hasbro now can double their shit on the plastic helmets and the fucking premium helmet. And you can make those premium helmets limited edition. You can make them HasLab exclusive. You can do whatever the fuck you want, and they'll be limited edition at a $500 price tag.
The EFF helmets are made out of plastic with dome back panels and cheeks bended at the seams behind the ears. So their helmets are made out of plastic.
Either way, still don't matter. Why are you trying to shit on my phone?
I like
Because
Sean's,
you're telling me I'm wrong, and I'm like, I don't understand how that can be done.
Don't pay attention to none we talk about.
Sean's passion. Like, Sean needs somebody like a Lil, because Sean would be like in charge of a business and be like, "Fucking, we're gonna do all this. It's gonna be great. We're gonna sell it for $200 a piece. Everyone's gonna buy it." And Lil would be like, "We're not doing it."
I did, Pacino, because I just watched 3 hours of Senate hearings in Star Wars. So, you know.
Like a trade federation. Oh man, I tell you.
All righty then. Moving on to a few other collectibles. There's a lot of Hasbro stuff.
metal goddamn lightsabers a little. So Hasbro can do it.
Yeah.
Don't sit up and tell me that they can't do it.
Here we go.
Fabricating a hilt
Ding, ding.
is very different than fabricating a helmet.
I don't see how it is. And if you're doing limited numbers,
You don't see how it is.
if
I
you're
mean,
doing
it's a mold.
if you're doing limited numbers on a mold,
They're all the same size. You just have the adjustable strap inside. The same
A
way you do all of
mold,
them.
you're printing a metal thing you can't print.
man,
How do you think they make those? Out of metal?
how do you expect to, how?
Okay. I need like a welder on here. Somebody explain to them like the difference between making a hilt versus making a helmet.
I feel like a helmet would be easier, but I'm just saying. But go ahead, Ed. I'm sorry.
They covered a lot of.
I don't think we're talking about like I-beam industrial strength steel. We're not talking about that. We're talking about thin little bullshit metal.
This is going to be
All right,
the.
Fernando's the manufacturing. Fernando, explain this. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I just think it's crazy.
I mean, it's just a mold. It's a metal. You
It's
can
the
do
Star
it.
Geeks version of how it's made.
Aerospace engineering, like
There you go, Fernando.
there you go. For
That's why he's the man.
So Hasbro showed a lot of action figures. Most of them we already talked about. There was new Black Series. We went through all of these when they first kind of previewed them, but there were a few other.
That Trailer Park Jedi in there.
Oh, I know. There were a few other, and I thought this was really cool because this is kind of a throwback to the original Star Wars Palatoy set, which was the only way to get the blue Snaggletooth way back in the day.
That's cool.
Because it was the same kind of cardboard setup to it. And there were two cantinas back then. There was the Palatoy playset, which was the cardboard version that came with the action figure. And then there was the regular one, which they're doing something like that as well.
Mm.
So you kind of get your choice, and it's
I'd rather have the old one. The one looks in a vintage box. That's cool.
so. Yep,
That's cool though.
yeah, no, very cool stuff. Again, all of the vintage looking things. There was a
That
lot of
Bantha's
these.
pretty cool with the real hair on it. That's
Panther
pretty-
is cool, Steve. I kind of like it.
They've
with
had
the-
one
with the
that came
Tusken
out
Raider
not too
next
long
to it.
ago.
It's
I
pretty
would
sick.
actually get that and put it on like a little black plaque and just kind of, or like a little, you know, like a little, just like it looks like a little maquette or something like that.
Yeah.
I would totally get that. Like, I'm kind of all in on that. Like, I definitely get like a nice little plaque for it and just kind of like sit it there.
Yeah,
It
you
would
gotta
go,
get the Tusken Raider next to him with a gun.
kind of cool. Kind of cool. I'll bring this up real quick. So
a high-end motorcycle helmet costs anywhere between $800 and $2,000.
man, we're still here, man. We didn't left the conversation, man. God damn, bro. Droid. Hot Toys has a Droidica. I forgot to actually send you this, Ed. So they did make a Droidica from Star Wars. Really cool though. Very well done. It's cool.
Pains in the ass in video games
Now,
and things.
with the helmets, since I have a motorcycle, if they made very like set looking costume like helmets that were actually safe, like a motorcycle helmet, I'd buy that in a heartbeat.
The problem is you can't see out of those when you're driving your bike. Any Star Wars
Yeah.
helmets where your vision's so limited. It's like the truth, like what was the one that's on the motorcycle has arguably the worst vision.
Oh yeah, the
Scout
biker
Trooper.
scouts.
Biker
Yeah.
Scout, yeah.
It's got the worst peripheral vision. It's terrible.
So here it is.
Thank you, Fernando. Fernando is running a cost benefit analysis tomorrow.
I
Fuck
appreciate
yeah, sweet.
Fucking sweet. Luke Skywalker X-Wing Red 5 standing by.
That's really, really cool.
It's $1,500.
Ain't that cool?
Yeah, we talked about this one before, didn't we?
No, we didn't.
I think it is. I think it is that. I mean, I can't afford it, but it's definitely that cool. I can see that. That's huge. That piece is giant, and that X-wing like looks super detailed. The bit of it that you get,
It is
really
very
cool.
detailed on the back. It has
Like the cross section.
yeah. Hold on. I'll get
That's
that.
crazy.
That's cool as shit. It is very.
Yeah,
The
cool.
whole
it
thing was
is.
just cut. You know. Like,
Yep.
it's really cool.
Yeah, it's very innovative. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, it's really, really cool. Very well done. Comes with
Yeah,
battery
Oh,
operated.
those red lights on the bottom light up.
See myself, I would actually put spotlights on it and have the spotlights kind of looking up, like, you know, like kind of focusing on that. If I had it, like, I would put it definitely in an area. I'm not buying this. This is way out of my price range. Like,
No, it's not.
I don't
You
know.
have a full-size bus behind you. What are you talking about? You can
Yeah,
get
but those weren't $1,500, bro.
you got full size, but you got a life size R2 and a life size Han and
but
Carbonite.
they didn't cost me $1,500. So
I'm just saying.
saying.
I mean,
But
you need, like, how do you not get it as part of a ship? It's Luke.
It's
It's
a cool.
all the stuff you've got, and it's original trilogy.
It is, but I don't need another Luke. I have the Luke I want. I'm fine. If they do another Jedi Luke, I'm fine. I don't care about the New Hope Luke. I'm okay with that. I don't care about the Empire Luke either. My Luke is Return of the Jedi Luke.
Black
But
suit.
you don't want to
Black
know where you got your case, Sean, to put your vintage figures in. Is that like a baseball display case?
Yes, that is at
From,
Michaels. And
yeah.
if you get it at the right time, you can get one. You can get
40% off.
Yeah, 40% off, 25% off, 50% off. Like, if you catch it at the right time, you're good. Michaels always has them. They actually got newer ones that have lights inside of them.
Ed, you riding your bike Akira style?
Damn. I mean, I think if they came out with Akira bikes, I'm pretty sure everybody would have one. I would definitely have one.
The price would be so astronomical
Oh,
because they know it could be. They'd be like, you know why it's expensive? Because it can be, and you'll still fucking buy it.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. I mean,
Disneyland.
After our debate about manufacturing and steel, and I guess we can get into this Andor review. Hello. Although you just finished watching it, so which was cool. I mean,
I did.
it was intense. What? It was a lot.
Yeah. The second episode with all the Gorman stuff was pretty intense. So
yeah,
I have to say, finally, like the first 6 episodes, we finally got the payoff. 6 hours in.
There were some payoffs, but then there was some like, damn, for real, like moments. I was like, oh man, like, damn, that fucking sucks. Like, there was it was intense. It was intense.
Yeah, it was. And I kind of, I don't know. What I don't know what. Are we going to talk about like our feelings now before we get into the scene by scene?
Yeah, if you want
Sure.
to.
I don't
it was
like
a
how Cyril
masterclass.
went out.
You don't like how Cyril went out?
Yeah.
Oh, spoilers.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I am. I'm
This guy
done.
is really killing
I'm
us.
going to bed.
Like, man, I tell you, spoil the shit out of the show.
Come on, we'll give it.
Star Wars.
I think that episode, we got 7, 8, 9. Episode 7, episode 8, holy shit. Episode 9, hard to make a speech fucking intense, but that was some of the most edge of your seat shit you've ever seen. And it's all about give it a speech. Well, it's about, extraction afterwards too. But like even leading up to like her walking to the speech, I was like, like when fucking piece of shit, not Jimmy Smits was up there talking, I was like getting so like nervous.
Benjamin
like, oh
Bratt.
man,
I didn't mind Benjamin Bratt. I ain't gonna hold you. It didn't bother.
it just wasn't Jimmy.
No, the whole
Smits,
time
bro.
I was like, "You're fake Jimmy Smith's
Yeah.
Benjamin Bratt.
You're not
Get out of
Jimmy.
here.
You're not Jimmy.
Get out of
Benny
here."
Bratt.
Jimmy.
Get out of here, Benny Bratt.
Okay. Ed?
Oh, this was fantastic. I like, because now it's nothing like this, but I used to do some video work when I worked at the bank, editing, producing, and it was always a matter of emotion. You were trying to get emotion. And these 3 episodes, man, those emotions ran back and forth, and you felt like especially that middle one. Yeah, my heart was racing. You're anticipating what's going to happen, on the edge of my seat, and that's what I'm always looking for in any show. It makes you feel something. So I definitely love these 3 episodes.
It's again every week it's like a masterclass. It's like watching Game of Thrones, but in the Star Wars universe. It's like you're getting that.
Well, half the cast, as you showed us in the text feed earlier this week, half the cast is from fucking
right. Ain't that crazy? Like you when you looked at it, you was like, oh shit, like oh yeah. I didn't even know that was that person. So yeah, but again, just a masterclass, man. Like it had a lot of feeling. It had a lot of like oh shit moments. Like it just you were waiting for something to happen. You were waiting for somebody to die. You were waiting for certain things to just happen. And all the while, even though we're not going to get Vader and Palpatine in this shit, I always mess up his name. Because I'm thinking about Ovaltine. Oh, so in my mind,
drink your Palpatine.
Order 66.
One day I'm gonna get it right. But
Zombie.
Their presence is still felt. Not Vader's, more the Emperor's. Like it's felt in this whole series. Like there's shit going on, and like you're in behind the scenes. Like, oh, I know what happens. Like you're just like, oh my gosh, like because you just know already. But it's like it just tells a great story, man. Like I didn't know how this was gonna be, man. Literally, like we're so many episodes in at this point, and it really is fucking working, man. 3 episodes at a time is really great. It's 3 hours of watching, but man, there's some fast forward. Sometimes I gotta like kind of push up the fast forward button a little bit Because
At no point did I fast forward. I rewound.
then I
quite a
go
bit.
back, but then I go back. If I miss something, I'm like, oh, I got to go back and listen to that. So it's like, because I'm just kind of, I'm so like, "Ooh, what's gonna happen next?"
I kept looking down and then being looking up and going, ah, shit, and rewinding it 2 minutes because I'm like, I didn't want to miss a beat.
Yeah, there's a couple times where I did that, and it's like those moments where you're just like, "Oh, come on!" Like I gotta see what happens. Did he? Oh, yeah. And then I go back, but
Oh, you spoil yourself while watching shit?
I can't help it. I can't.
That's
Please,
new.
I can't help it.
Yo,
Like,
that's crazy. You fast forward to the end of the movie and then go back?
yes, I do it all the time.
That's a whole different level of fucking wild, dude.
I can't help
You're
it.
like, your anxiety gets so much. You're like, I have to know what happens now. You fuck the Wikipedia. I can just look it up on Wiki right now. Fuck that. I'm gonna fast forward this bitch and see it myself, and then rewind it until I know. That's pretty crazy.
So the moral of the story is none of your gifts should ever be wrapped because you want nothing. You just need to see it.
No, I don't want to
Don't wrap it.
No, it's pointless. I don't care. My excitement's still going to be there. It doesn't matter if it's something good. If it's something terrible, I'm like, oh, okay, thanks.
Week before Christmas, birthday, whatever, just right out of the store, bring it right to you.
Yep.
Don't even wait. All right.
Yep. Get it over with.
He doesn't read, Fernando. He would have he fast forwards to the end of the fucking audio book to hear what happens.
Yeah, I gotta hear what happens. And then I go back and listen to the whole show. I'm like, I know what happens.
Listen to the last chapter.
I do that with comic books too.
Oh, man.
I know we're not reviewing it or rating it until, but you know, feels like a hero of all heroes. This shit.
Ed, go ahead, man. Push through because we only got but so much time.
So here's your 3 episodes: Messenger, Who Are You, and Welcome to the Rebellion. These were slightly shorter for the most part. I mean, that episode 9 one was a tad longer, but for the most part, these 3 were a slight bit shorter than we were used to, but it seemed to go even faster than that.
It didn't seem short though. Like they felt long. Like it was the most where they felt long.
Episode 9, I was like, damn, it's still going. All right, cool, good.
Yeah.
Right out of the gate, the rebels have moved into their base on Yavin, which in the timeline right now, they're actually on a couple of different planets. So this isn't the primary base yet because they are still on, I keep wanting to say Alderaan, but when Princess Leia gives up the base, they're no longer on Dantooine.
Okay.
So they are still on Dantooine as well. So this isn't really the primary one yet, but obviously it's established. We get a reunion, and I love how right out of the gate, he just grills him like, where you been?
Yeah.
Like there's no, I mean, they're friends, but he's leery of everyone.
Yeah.
Hanging out with Saul too much.
Well, he doesn't even talk about Saul. He just talks about his work with Luthen and that he's been over on Gorman for all this time, kind of helping their cause. And this is when he's like, Luthen wants you to come and basically assassinate Dedra Meero. She's the one who screwed everything up on Ferrix. She's been hunting you. She's hunting him. She's hunting us. She's the problem. And it's kind of cool how he's like, she just keeps winning and we can't let that happen.
I know, right? Pacino, welcome, my friend. Glad I could do something. Oh, shit. Snoop Dogg is in the house. Bitches.
Agreed. It
yes,
is,
indeed.
Yes, we agree.
This is interesting with Dedra.
There was some when he had her in that lockup.
But that's not this yet. That's
not yet. I mean, she's still able to play him because she gives him that big kiss and is like, okay, get your ass home and pack. And of course, he's a little reluctant, but he's like, okay. Because he's still whipped at this point.
Does her meanness make her attractive? Is it me? Is it not?
I don't get it. I'm not getting anything from her. I get crazy eyes. When I see her, I see arguments and fucking drama. And I'm like, no, man. She's gonna be she's got those crazy eyes, dog.
Yeah.
Sean likes them authoritative women.
Maybe I don't know what it is. Oh, it's crazy.
The senator from Gorman is now all apologetic. He wasn't willing to work with Mon Mothma early on. And now that shit's going sideways on his planet, he's like, I wish you could help me, but we've already passed a point of no return.
It's always Sean. I can't help it. I'm sorry.
The Gormans, they are just infighting. Now, they've stolen weapons, so they are armed, but they don't still know what they want to do, because the old man...
Agreed, Snoke. Agreed, Snoke.
Oh, yeah.
Agreed.
But the old man has figured it out. He realizes that they're in a trap, and he's trying to talk them out of it. But all of these young individuals, they're all full of piss and vinegar, and they just want to fight because they think that's the only option they have, which none of them realize yet that they have no option.
Agreed, Fernando. If you saw somebody looking at you like that with those wide ass eyes, like, I would fucking, come on, man. You're gonna be like, ooh, what's your number? No. Ugh.
Okay, so wait, who was this lady? All right, go. Let's read this real quick. Real assassination was also played. Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah. Yep. Agreed.
I didn't like this at first.
Okay, I'm curious. Okay, yeah, I want to see what you guys say about this. I'm curious.
But because, again, I've watched these basically 3 times before we get to this. I watch it once, then I'll watch it again with the subtitles on, and then I kind of watch it a third time as I'm pulling all these screenshots out. And while I didn't like it at first, I had a flashback, because if you think in A New Hope, when they're on Yavin at the very end and they're getting ready to attack the Death Star, the rebels at that point, oh, yeah. Oh, no, Bix. Bix.
We are all in on Bix.
My math is good, but Bix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Mothma's gonna take better care of you, but come on, bro.
In the long term, short term, Bix.
You know what I mean? Mothma's like the safer choice.
Wow, we are going off the rails.
Off the rails.
I totally agree with everything Steve said. Oh shit! Oh,
Sorry.
oh, bro.
We're too close. Stay on target.
Oh man.
I mean,
So-
I'm not trying to be. I just,
Yep.
Damn, I'm hot.
But in thinking about A New Hope, we know at this point we're 20 years after any Jedi. Nobody really knows them or believes them. But in that moment before they attack the Death Star, they even say, "And may the Force be with you." So there is still kind of this general belief or kind of philosophy, spirituality, whatever it is regarding the Force that is still a part of the rebellion. So that's when I'm like, okay, this actually does make sense in this piece of it. So
yeah, I just saw her as like a force sensitive lady,
pretty much.
something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, Zombie says at least Mothma will make you breakfast. That's what I'm talking about, bro. She'll take better care of you. She'll be the shoulder you could cry on.
What do you mean
Bix.
she'll make you breakfast?
Bix not here for that shit.
People that do that for her. She's
I
rich.
think better. I think Bix. I think
Yeah,
make you breakfast. Bro.
Bix will be the one that takes care of you.
Facts. Definitely get some rice and beans out of that.
Bix has
Look how she
drug
was-
problems,
look
bro.
how she was- Taking him to the doctor and everything, taking care of him.
Facts.
Bruh, she'll leave you in the middle of the night, and she has drug
True.
issues. I'm saying,
Not anymore,
there's some
I mean-
things going on.
Drug problem.
Wow.
Yeah, I forgot she had a drug problem, but you know
She's
what?
good now.
I'm blinded by that.
I think she's. I think
Sean, I've seen the
killing
red carpet pictures
the
too. We're all
doctor got her
blinded.
past it.
You know,
What you say, Steve?
I said, well, I saw the red carpet pictures too. We've all been blinded.
I'm just
Oh
saying.
yeah. So, did any of you also get the vibe that there's more than just him working as an agent when it comes to the Gormans?
Yeah.
Like it almost made it seem like he's got a thing for her too.
Yeah, I think that's what's happened,
It felt
and
like
that's why he got mad. It's
Yeah.
not only about the mission and everything. I think he actually
I think, yeah.
He went native.
believed Yeah.
He found a place in Gorman. He liked
Yeah.
the people. He liked his.
Yeah, but at the same time,
You saw him. He had a bunch of those spiders in his home and everything. Like he assimilated.
Yeah, but at the same time, he still was still a part of the plan, though.
Yeah, but
he thought it was
he doesn't
different.
know the plan. He doesn't know the plan.
Yeah, but they told him to do that, though. They told him to start an insurgency. Like they told him to do that.
Well, and again, with the outside agitators, I think it's somewhere in the back of his mind, he's thinking that this is still going to help him get to Andor. That, we're playing this game. The Gormans aren't the greatest. They're not playing along with the Empire. And I'm good because I'm an Imperial guy. But wait a minute. You mean it was none of that? We're doing this intentionally to set them up. We are the bad guys and we're going to exterminate them. I think that's when he felt betrayed.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh yeah, damn.
You see how we'll get there. Keep going with this because that's in the next episode.
Yeah,
this was kind of a nice little tie-in to kind of connect Rogue One as far as
their weird relationship of not following orders. Yeah, it worked.
And it's interesting too, because since this is the very beginning, notice how later on when the rebels are a much more organized thing, they have uniforms, they have actual rank insignias. Look at his rank insignia right now. It's just this little stitched on piece of crap.
I noticed that too. I was like, man, it looks like shit.
Yeah, well, that's all they have right now. They got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
He heads back to Gorman. I don't think he even realized that this was the same kid who took his bag, but the kid remembered him.
Yep.
And obviously knew that, okay, well, you were here before. You were interested in what happened. You're back again under a different name. You're here to help us. So.
It's just the nuances of like being a hotel clerk in a Star Wars universe. It's like handing people keys. They got their stupid computers checking people in. Like, even in Star Wars, you got mundane ass jobs.
Well, we've seen it, right? Like we had a whole movie about the Trade Federation, and
we had a whole trilogy about those motherfuckers.
And this kid gives us that other tie-in line that goes back to Rogue One.
Rebellions are built on hope.
I didn't like it.
No,
I didn't like how he dished it out. I was like, oh, you kind of just killed the line for her. Like that was her line. And then
Andor used the line on her first.
Did he?
And then she used the line. And then she used the line in her speech.
So I
guess that's what it's for, right? Because it's that pass down, right? Yeah. Like it's how you get the buy-in. Andor is still not there yet because we see after this he's not there yet, but that line sticks with him.
And this was the whole buildup for that first episode 7, because this is where it ends. The other thing that I want to say is throughout this, not only these 3, but this entire series so far, the use of original trilogy sound effects at random spots is fantastic.
Yeah. Messenger. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. That's cool. Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, very true, Connor.
Thank you, Connor. Appreciate it. Thank you for joining the show too.
We start off on the very heavy episode 8, and I love this initial look because you have this very old school feel town, and then you have this very brand new, super big glass and steel Imperial building right there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they start talking about, and it was cool with all the news pieces, which were almost a little too real world, but all of their call-ins about, there's these little attacks going on here, there. And of course we find out through the conversation with Cyril and Dedra that, actually, no, it's not the Gormans doing any of that. We're false flagging this and going out and creating our own mayhem so we can blame it on them, which that's some.
Yeah. This was filmed in a real city in Italy.
And just the setup, I love that they're building this out, and setting the trap to bring them in. So they open up the square because we can only assume we saw in the previous ones that central town point was where they were protesting and they were gathering. And we saw it slowly build over those 3 episodes. Then we fast forward a year and realize they closed it off. None of these people were even allowed to come back here to do anything. So as soon as the Empire's like, all right, here's the way we bait it. We're going to pull everything back and allow them in, and they're going to come in force. They're going to come in angry, and it's going to give us exactly what we're looking for.
Yep. It's a trap.
It's a trap. And here's the Gorman rebels with all their guns and Molotov cocktails as they are preparing to go in.
So they did a good job of making this feel World War II and also Star Wars. Like, look at their clothes they're wearing. It feels 40s era-ish.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I love the blasters, like all the blasters. There were some different blasters.
Blaster bolts always just seem like little sparky sparks.
Yo,
this shit looked fucking scary.
No, that just felt like fucking bullets. I was like, God damn! You never knew it. You never like realize it when you look at blaster shots. It's like it looked like some bullshit. This one, no, actually, wow, it was great.
So these two run into each other on the street. The old man calls him out because he realizes he knows he's a plant. But I think what makes Cyril mad is that when he he calls it right out in front of him, and I think Cyril realizes at that point, like, yeah, I am exactly what you're accusing me of, and it pisses me off because I've been taken advantage of.
Yeah.
The fact that they were that close. And this was kind of the scene that I think many of us were kind of waiting for. It's like, are they? Oh, no, they didn't see each other.
Yeah.
But they filmed it perfectly.
They did.
And now shit starts to go sideways.
It was a very cool scene. I mean, we are Gorman, or we are the Gore. Yeah, the galaxy is watching. They probably said that phrase 7,000 times. I don't know how many of it. It was going on the whole episode almost until shit started. But it was a great way of like building that tension. And then they stop that and move into that song. Keeps going like as the stormtroopers are moving up for some reason just to start shit. The captain guy's like, "Oh, I need you to go get to that little statue over there. Clear there."
Yo, it was fucked up too because it was like, yo, these guys aren't ready for that, and like he had them just pushing, so it just revved up the whole damn crowd. You're like, it got real tense, man.
It shows, and I know Snoke had mentioned as far as that captain, like his thought process to bring in these troopers who they have no discipline. They're super green. Yeah. They're and they're going to overreact and not be able to have composure. And we're going to throw them out in the middle. And then not only are we just going to throw them in the middle and let them get tussled around, we are going to shoot them in the back of the head.
We're going to have a sniper posted up on the fucking roof, and we're going to shoot our own guy
and start it
and make them think that it was somebody else.
Hey, Steve, the crazy shit. And Ed, to you too, watching playing Battlefront. You know, you had that fucking sniper in fucking in Star Wars Battlefront, and it had that same lock on shit, and you just aim at like I love that scene where it was just all sniper fire like that.
Oh yeah, when the shit was actually the fight was going on, he was like, "Yee bow, yee bow, yee."
Yeah,
like that was pretty cool.
And you know, when we play Battlefront, like if you ever play Battlefront, you know how these things go, man. It's crazy.
Snoke asks a fun question. He says, you guys weren't shocked by how the stormtroopers shooting actually hitting their targets. Not in Andor, because in Andor the Empire's scary. In everything else, the Empire's kind of cartoonish.
Yeah, it kind of was nice to see them actually hit their shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. And usually it's nothing. It's like, oh, then they can't hit shit. But this time, they was executing motherfuckers, but they was getting executed too. So
yeah, and I think this is the moment when he comes in from the crowd,
Anthony,
and they escort him into this room. And when he's in this holding room and realizes that all of these KX droids are there, he knows that this shit's about to go sideways.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And here's where he stands up for himself.
He did.
Finally.
She wasn't getting force choked, like we were talking about in the trailer.
She got choked.
Oh yeah, and he's just like, I'm out. Especially when there's and she says to him, well, there's evidence of outside agitators, and he looks at her and he's like, are you serious? That's what I'm here for. Like, don't try to pull this bullshit on me.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? And of course, he's hearing from all of them that all the mining equipment, it's now on ground.
Yeah.
There's an entire Imperial fleet above your head.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
they're here.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought the same thing, still. I was like, this is getting a little kinky. I don't know, am I crazy? But yeah.
All right, Pats fan. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Definitely spoiling it.
And shooting your own guy in the head.
That was tough, dog. That shit was.
Look at that sniper rifle. It's just cool. It's like
it is cool, Steve.
I think it's a cool. It's very Star Wars. It's got a little glowing. It's building up that bolt to shoot out. It's awesome.
And that lights the fire. And it was a very cool visual of, again, and I know it's been mentioned by others, that look of the captain with the reflection of the fire and basically like, and his little smirk of like, welcome to hell. And I'm the one who lit the fire.
Oh, yeah.
He was so proud of himself.
Piece of shit.
Oh, yes.
I hope he gets his comeuppance some kind of way.
There's a good point here Connor makes. When they jumped into when Cyril sees those KX droids, it says it parallels Andor's quote to Luthen. In that moment, Cyril seeing the soulless droids knows he can stand by her act. It's a good point, and it was not only that, but it was also awesome fan service because as soon as you saw those guys on screen, you were like, "Yes!"
Wow.
Well, you also knew.
I mean, I knew it was going to be bad, but I knew one of them motherfuckers was a friend of ours.
Yeah, so. I knew one of them motherfuckers was coming home with it.
Yeah, one of these is not like the others.
Yeah.
And then we get the moment where these two fight. The fact that you've got Cyril, who's in that, he just doesn't know what to do. And that's when it goes silent and he's looking around because he's lost. He's left her. Everything he believed in is falling apart. And then from across the crowd, he spots Andor. And once again, he has focus and purpose and he just rushes him.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was kind of a good fight.
It was a very good fight.
It was a good fight, dog. Like they was getting it in. Like I didn't think that they would be matched, to be honest. I thought Andor would like kind of whip his ass, but like
Andor got caught off guard.
Yes.
I mean, he was not ready for that, and it took a minute to gain his composure. And while gaining composure, he gets thrown into a fucking wall with his face and then choked. Like, he's like, what the fuck is going on?
Fucking detonator sets off, and then you're like, yeah. And at the whole time, he was just like, who the fuck is this guy who I'm fighting?
Yo, when the bomb blows up, right when they're fighting, and like Cyril gets knocked over against the wall, and then boom, and the grenade goes, I'm like, holy shit! I thought for sure either A, Cyril's dead, or B, he's gonna have some cool, scary monster face now. You know, like an evil guy Star Wars face. You know, he's now gonna have to put him in a mask or something cool.
You were looking for the Breaking Bad?
Yeah, none of that. He just has a dirty face. I mean, he does have something sticking out of his chin, which looks kind of painful. But the best moment was when he's like got the gun and Andor looks at him and he's just like, who are you? Like Cyril's whole 2-season arc has been about finding and getting and stopping Andor. And he thinks this whole time that Andor's been eluding him.
Yeah.
And Andor has no fucking clue who this guy even is. He's such a nobody to anything. And that's the last thought he has before another bolt goes right through his fucking skull and sends him to the fucking outer rim. I have nothing. I am nothing. Poof, dead.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of. That's what I said. It's kind of a sad ending. Not to say that he needed this glorious ending, but it was just kind of like for a character who was pitiful, who had a pitiful life, who had a shit mom, a shit love interest, to go out like this. It's just like
there was a split second where he was like looking around after he choked the shit out of Daedra, and I was like, is Cyril gonna turn? Is he gonna go to the good side? Is he gonna like team up, help Andor? No.
I think he was just lost. He didn't know what to do at that point. He had no idea where to go. But
I was curious to see. I don't know if he was going to pull that trigger.
Well, I think he would have, because again, for the last 3 years, his focus was finding this person, and for good reason, because Andor killed 2 cops, whether they were crooked cops or not.
Yeah.
Cyril thinks of himself as a good person, that he's doing the right thing for the right reasons. Right. And he's been so focused about Andor, and it's been just driving him. It's the splinter of the mind. And and that's the thing, is you think about it, he knows everything that he could possibly know about Andor.
Yeah.
He knows what he looks like. He knows where he came from. Yeah. And for him to finally get him right there in his crosshairs, and for him to just go, "Who are you?" It's like, how could you not know who I am? And that was his hesitation. Like, how do you not know me? I'm the one hunting you. But it was that little hesitation, and the old man right there, it pops him in the head.
Quick too, man.
It's okay. You can call it little Anthony. It's fine. Anthony Kanitsa. What's up, Ant?
Yeah, Connor. Cyril is a tragedy. During his cover was anti-Gorman rebellion. So when he warns the protesters not to go to the plaza, no one listens to him. Yeah. Crazy.
These droids were just kicking everybody's ass.
It comes out, kicks the barrier, takes that one lady out.
That fucking barrier shit was. I was like, oh shit! I didn't know that thing was that strong.
He's going weird, like punching people. Like if you punch someone in the face and they fly 50 feet into a wall, that person's dead. They were dead before they hit the wall. You can't hit someone in the face that far, lift them off the ground for any length. Without them.
I did not know they were that strong, dog. Like, it's like it was just like, he picked that one girl, but just tossed her across, and she just was like, boom. I was like, damn, I didn't think she was gonna be dead. I thought she would have been a little injured and hurt, but that was it.
It's not like she just fell from that length. She was thrown. She had velocity going with her. So
it was wild when she was trying to get away. It was tense. I was like, oh shit, like is she gonna get away? Like she gonna blast him at the last second? No.
They are scary monster droids, and they should have made more of them because they are very efficient.
Yeah.
Well, that's always one of those where you just came. Well, not really. I mean, we're talking 15 years ago at this point, but to have that separation of troopers or droids, and they went the trooper route, but now they have a few droids that are sprinkled in because obviously they are effective.
Yeah, but their troopers on Gorman fucking are pretty good too.
Oh yeah. Troopers are easier. They're cheaper. You just conscript people from all these planets that you're going to. You throw them through training, you give them armor and a blaster, and you put them out there. And if they die, who cares? We can just go get more. Droids, and that's expensive. And I need all that material at the Death Star. So.
Agreed.
And this episode just shows everybody just broken. Cyril's mom watching the news, she knows her son's dead. The old man tried to convince his people, but just sees everything falling apart. Andor,
so
his daughter's dead.
Yep.
Who thought that? Who is Andor crying about? His what? Is dead? What did you say?
No, I said what's his name? The guy in the middle.
His daughter. Okay, I thought it was like Andor's daughter. What the fuck did I miss? No, but so you have this you have Daedra on the top right. We talked a lot about what was happening in that scene. Is she getting force choked? I don't know whose idea it was that she was just having a fucking panic attack.
All the way at the top.
Was that Sean? Is Sean paying attention? Yeah, Sean has no idea what we're talking about.
I listened to you. I knew it wasn't a force choke. I told y'all it wasn't a force choke.
I didn't want to believe it.
I said she was taking off her shit, like, because she was probably done with the Empire. And in that scene, I almost felt like she was, but that wasn't the case. Like,
no,
I don't know what was because everything just went haywire. Like,
I think it's because like she got beat down in the first season, remember, and she was being choked up, and she was being taken, and I think all of this brought back all that anxiety. That's why you saw her hand shaking, right? When she was holding her hand shaking, she was having a panic attack. That's why that collar had to come off. It was doing everything, and it was getting her out of whack. You know, I know what a panic attack looks like. I know what an anxiety attack looks like.
Yeah, absolutely.
So she does not appear in the last episode. So that will be the real question with her character, is how she kind of wraps up in the final arc. So she knew what was going to happen on Gorman. She planned it. If this was her idea. So I don't know why she was so hesitant when it was being executed. Cyril. Maybe.
I think the loss of Cyril, I think that really got to her. I think she probably had a newfound, like, holy shit, a Cyril after he choked her out. And then she, you know, now he's dead.
Yeah, but even in her conversations with Partagast, she was almost a little reluctant when he's like, no, this is what we planned for. Just
I think it happened sooner than they expected. I think they took her authority away. And I think, and then Cyril having his reaction to it. And again, her being choked, huge trigger for her.
Yeah.
So, like, all those things happening so fast, I think caused this panic attack. I don't think she's turning. I don't think the loss of Cyril puts her to that. Because, again, she was talking about she's still going to be rewarded. You know what? Yeah. No matter what happened here, even though the plan wasn't her final plan, she's still being rewarded.
Professional ascendance is what she's getting.
Yep.
So I'll be curious. Now, the other thing is, does all of this make her harder? Does this make her in even like she's been kind? Well, she's been evil, but
broken. I think she's going to be broken. I'm going to be honest with you, because Cyril's dead. Her authority is kind of taken away. Like, I think she's not going to
get promoted.
Yeah, I think she has nothing left. I'm going to be honest with you.
Does she die in the next arc?
Absolutely. 100%. Because there's a scene where she's actually at Luthen's gallery. So, like, I know something's going down.
Oh yeah, there is that scene with her at. So the two of them. Maybe she finds Axis.
Maybe
because she completed this mission, which gives her that professional ascendance. She's now on the fast track. She's in Krennic's good favor. She's in the Emperor's good favor.
Oh, she's dying, dude.
Then she figures, which allows her to go back to Axis, which again has been her driving point. And with that, her and Luthen, maybe they end up taking each other out.
Maybe.
So this is the end of episode 8.
Two things I wanted to mention about episode 8 really quick was, like, when they're in the town square and they're having the big protest, the first shot of the TIE fighter that goes over and makes everybody duck was awesome. That was just a great shot. Like, that was cool. And also when the bag boy from the hotel tosses the fucking grenade, the thermal detonator, and it blows up and all those stormtroopers go flying. Awesome.
Yes.
It was an awesome scene. It was really, really cool. So anyways, I really love this episode.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was just pushing forward.
And when we start the next one, we're back on Coruscant. Some call him the senator. I think he's a chancellor, some official politician for Gorman. And he's getting arrested for what he says is, well, that's probably right. No reason, no due process, no charges. We're taking over your planet. We're slaughtering everybody. We're going to strip mine it. We're just going to make you go away.
Yeah.
And of course, this is when Mon and the generic version of Bail Organa,
the Wish Bail Organa,
have their conversation. And it's interesting because you always wondered why they separated. And he's got a point. Like, he's going to stay back and do what he can from the Senate. And we know that when you get to A New Hope, I mean, obviously I don't think he's on the Senate anymore, but they're, as they say at that big boardroom, that the rebellion will continue to gain support in the Imperial Senate, which the Emperor said, screw that, we're just going to shut the whole damn thing down. But it's interesting, again, to see how these build up to get us to that point.
Yo, this scene, did you see the little, what the fuck is in the damn carbonite, little carbonite things? I kept trying to look.
I think it's a mythosaur skull. That's why I put that picture up there. Look at it, spin it sideways.
I can't.
It's a mythosaur skull.
I would love to. Are you? It don't look like. Oh shit!
It's
small. It's facing you. Well,
if you turn
think
it
of the size. Yeah, spin it around. It's facing you.
But it looks like a turtle. It looks like a frog.
Well, it's like there's two things in there.
I don't know.
So
that's cool as shit, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. A prop of something small like that would be awesome. I'm just saying.
Think of the mythosaur skulls that are hanging above the doorways in Mandalorian. They're the same size. They're not like big giant ones, and that's and Luthen actually was interesting. He's got like 3 or 4 carbonite blocks stacked up against like picture frames.
Yeah,
that was my call. I think that is a mythosaur skull.
I hope we get that like in a behind the scenes thing or something like that.
Yeah, we need a different image of that so we can confirm or deny. But at this point, Andor's kind of alluding to the fact that when he finishes this, he's done. He's had enough.
He keeps saying that, but he ain't done.
I know. I'm kind of tired of him saying that. Like,
yeah, so am I.
We know you're not. Shut the hell up.
Yeah.
They obviously have, well, not just her, but it seems like every single one of the senators are being bugged. And they are all listening in. And she just smashes it. I would have played it up and been like telling them false information, but I think she was just too emotional at that moment.
Oh, yeah. So wait, what happened to her family? Did she say at some point?
No, we don't know yet.
It's been a year since the wedding. Remember?
Yeah, I'm tripping, but they were such a focal point in the last episode.
Well, yeah, but she was in the last 2 episodes, and then this one we're just here for this one night with her doing the speech.
But my issue is like they got her off a planet.
Right.
Where's
her husband?
Family? Like, where's her husband?
Well, I mean, her daughter's married off, right?
Yeah,
it's just her and her husband. She really never cared about him anyway.
And I don't give a fuck about her husband either. He could stay over there for all I care.
But it's a plot hole, though. It's like, wait, what happened? Like, are we gonna get that another story? Like,
we got 3 more episodes.
Maybe. The faster we get Mon Mothma's husband out of the way, the better. You know what I'm saying? He needs to go.
But to her story, it meant something. That's why I was just saying, you know what I mean? Finish off a story, kill them off. I don't give a fuck. Do something. So we'll know.
I mean, they're gonna have to do something because you figure in the real world of this, if she's an enemy of the state, once she disappears, they're going to try to find her by getting to anyone who's still left behind. So if they don't take him along for the ride, the Empire is going to scoop him up real quick, and he is going to get tortured for information he does not have.
I'm not sure if we're really going to even see Mon Mothma like that much in this last couple episodes. These last episodes, I don't know for what reason. Like she's already gone already. Like they already put her somewhere else at this point. So
no, I mean it'll be another year later, and now she's the head of the Rebel Alliance in Yavin.
But I think that the lover thing was like bullshit. I think that her husband was just being a petty bitch, and she wasn't. She had no lover to go to. So
this confrontation was fantastic. He shows up. He's not the wig wearing kind of pushing my antique Luthen. This is
this is it.
Oh yeah. And he just and the way that he repeats the line when he's talking about Andor, like you'll know it's him because he'll tell you, I have friends everywhere. And then he looks at her and he gets that menacing voice. He's like, I have friends everywhere. Like, that's a threat right there. Letting her know, yeah, you can trust me, but you don't have a choice.
And he straight tells her, he's like Organa's group is corrupt.
Yeah.
So you can't go with them. They're gonna try to get you to go.
Fault. It's they implants, just like he has implants everywhere, right? Like he's got,
And he was right.
Friends everywhere.
But there's this constant through this whole episode. It was like ticka 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 ticka, like with the little drums in the background, like it's just like a ticking clock, like it's just constant, and every now it'll start raising the tempo. So
Steve,
you just start like getting more anxious because the fucking soundtrack is driving you crazy the whole time.
It is. And it's intense. It's tense as shit.
Behind it, it's underneath. It's very underlined, subliminal, but man, they do a good job.
It's this shit was
the emotion.
So intense. It's like, yo, okay, somebody about to die. Like this is getting crazy, but it's I love it, man. It's fucking great.
So there's two things here. There's one that Luthen, when Andor's trying to tell him that he's out, he's like, no, you don't understand. This is a game to the death. We made that commitment early on. But then there's the other part, which I'm going to be interested when we find out if we find out who Luthen is and what his finality is behind it. Because we got the piece early on with Andor and the Force healer and kind of like his destiny through the Force type of thing. But then even Luthen, if he's a Jedi, as I have suspected, kind of looks at him and almost goes, actually thinking about this, you seem to be everywhere I need you to be, as if it is the will of the Force. I needed you here and you're here. I needed you here and you're here. You're just following the path that's laid before you. So it's interesting. And I don't know, again, if it further confirms my belief that he's a Jedi, or like I said, we will have to kind of wait and see. We've got 3 more to go, and we get the speech, or at least,
and she fucking delivers. she put everybody on blast. She was like, and you know who the monster is? Palpatine. She fucking tells him.
Here you go.
The monster who will come for us all soon enough is Emperor Palpatine.
Damn.
Yep.
Just bam.
Called him out. I would, and I know that Tony Gilroy said we're not getting them, but I would have loved to have seen the reaction on the Emperor's face.
I know,
because
right?
He's watching the feed.
Well, he's got no reaction because his face is all messed up, So
he's breaking shit. He's angry
with the lightning hands.
Yes.
Absolute power.
I love the subplot during the speech, because you think like the speech, there's a whole subplot of like them trying to cut the feed, and like the tech guys fixed the door, and they were like, sorry, the door's fixed. We took the key up to security. I'm like, son of a bitch. I have been in situations like that where like, what the fuck? This door hasn't worked for but like it was really, really good. I loved all this. Get her off the air. And there's your Lobot guy, Sean.
I know.
Part of the tech team.
That's cool. That was cool.
And the way they smirked, because we knew that she was writing the speech. So they are definitely on the know.
Yeah.
Which, again, just kind of helps, because that would have always been one of those plot holes of going, why did you let her even do the speech? Why did you just turn it off? They tried. Didn't work.
Good.
This guy running around back and forth.
He was so upset. It was funny.
And how he ran too, like that high step and like
he knew his ass was on the line.
No, this was crazy too, man. What he had 3 people in. One was a bad person, and the other 2 got killed. Or the one got killed. It was crazy. Like I was like, oh shit! Like
Andor takes her out really quickly.
Really, he didn't hesitate.
He does not. He doesn't. I love when they're getting to her driver. She's like, "Oh, it's my driver." And he's like, "What's his name? What's his name?" Oh, hey! Bam! Holy! Didn't even give him a chance. Look at her face. Look at her face.
Steve, again, those blasters hit hard, don't they? When you felt that blast, I was like, God damn, like that hurt. It was, they hit like guns, man, like bullets. You don't realize it. When you watching this though, you just like, damn, them blaster shots fucking kill you.
So you figure over this, by the time it's all said and done, these 4-year span, and we're only looking at roughly a couple of days glimpse into each of those 4 years. Andor's body count is so high.
Yeah, he got a big body count. He's killed a lot of motherfuckers, boy.
And he's a pilot, man. He gets in that that little cloud car and fucking take his
Yo,
ass over the water, and this shit looked really good.
even
Special effects wise,
even there was a scene with him and the other guy, and he was in his ship, and he was going low down. He's like, "How low you want me to go?" Like that was tough.
Casual.
Yeah, he's a good pilot, damn good pilot.
And he's gonna obviously meet up with his
I
old
needed
buddy.
some clarification on this.
All right.
Ed. So yeah, they have all the guns. She picks up a
Yes.
gun. Who does this belong to? This guy's like, good, it's my gun. Who the fuck is that guy?
So that's Melchi. He was with him in prison.
Okay.
Remember both of them were running away, like they were trying to get away. They got away.
Oh, he was with him when they fucking got. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I did not put those two together.
He's also in
And-
Rogue One too.
Yes. And that's the gun that Andor gave him when
Yeah.
they were on the beach planet before they separated. So that was Andor's gun that he gave him that's sitting on the table that she recognized.
I was confused by that too, Steve.
Thank you. I'm glad.
Yeah,
I'm glad you clarified all that. Ed. It makes a lot more sense.
Yo, I liked old girl's speech, man, talking about like, yo, we're like, she's changed her whole emotion and whole like attitude towards everything. Like Luthen's no longer in charge of us. We are now with the rebellion, and we're making a change. I need Andor to make sure he changes his because he's a born leader. Like, yo, that shit was dope. Like that Biggs thing was it meant a lot. Like that shit meant a lot to the storyline. And like, yo, that was tough. I like because her character was just like a dud at certain moments. I didn't care.
Yep.
But now she's more important to the story now. It's like, all right, cool. I like that. You know?
So, but again, since we don't always see any of these in Rogue One, is she just become a background character, or does she get killed off in the next arc as well?
Maybe
Be
she kills
interesting to
I
herself.
thought the same thing with Bix. I'm like, Bix has got to die at some point, right? Like,
I
she's
know,
nowhere,
Yeah.
but maybe she's not. Maybe because she just disappeared.
Ethan's old girl here. She's
Oh.
looking all right in this
Hey,
episode. too.
hey, Steve. Hey.
I don't know. I can't help it, bro.
Hey. I'm with-
No,
I was like, okay. I was like, wait,
man. Drop the
It-
hair down.
hair was up. It was down. I was like, wait a minute, it's a whole different person. I'm with you.
Look, I didn't cast this show. I'm just marveling at the view.
And it's at this point, and it's nice to see that they're letting Andor know, like, because he's asking the question, like, okay, what do we do next? And they're like, no. She's going off with the Gold Squadron because we're going to make this whole big parade thing, which now ties into what we already saw in Rebels.
Rebels.
And she's going to give this whole speech that we're going to broadcast wide, talking about this is the official start of the rebellion. She's going to lead it. And, and it's nice, the little thing that she tells him, like, what can we do to thank you? He's like, make it worth it. So,
Yeah, because even though Mon Mothma's been a main character and Cassian's been a main character for 2 seasons of this show, they've never met before this episode.
and the sad part when Andor tells Bix, it's the same thing he was telling Marva. Like, well, I got all this money. We're going to go and we're going to disappear. And she's like, no, I'm a rebel. I'm staying behind. He tries to do the same thing with Bix, but Bix is like, I'm just going to sneak out at night because I'm not going to be the reason for you to quit this because this is more important than you. It's more important than me. You need to stick around.
Hey,
that sucks.
Steve, real quick, back to Luthen's assistant. Yo, was there moments where she looked a little bit like Carrie Fisher?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I wonder if I was crazy or not.
Yeah, but I mean, Carrie Fisher could get it too. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Like-
no, but there were moments when I was looking. I was like, damn, she looked like Carrie Fisher a little bit. Like it was
Even the name. The name even has a similar sound to where Leia.
Oh shit! I didn't even.
There's a lot of yes. I think they both have that hard because Leia's kind of when she gets older and is in the Senate, she's got that same kind of matter-of-fact attitude, especially in her dealings with Han Solo. So, no, there's definitely some similarities.
But they really did leave that anxious droid just on that fucking wheat planet, didn't they?
Dude, they had to, man. It was for what?
But yeah, I don't know.
It ain't what you thought it was going to be.
He was part of the family, but nope, wrong on that one. Yeah. They just wake up.
There's still 3 more episodes left. Who knows where it takes him, right?
Well, he's definitely not getting K2SO's personality. I'll tell you that.
He's got that right off the table.
Yeah, he was born that way. He was born that way.
That was fucking great. It was like fucking Frankenstein, like being coming to life. I love that scene.
Yep. Have I offended you in some way? Because if not, you need to point that gun somewhere else.
I like when the tech guy was talking. He was just like, I don't know. Like, we got it back together, but there's a lot of wiring and
he was
not going to stand back. He was so like, it's not going to work the way you think it's going to.
He's like, here, take the goggles. He's like, I'll take the gun. He was
I saw what that thing can do.
Yeah.
And those straps you've got holding it down ain't gonna do shit.
Didn't do shit. I'm like, y'all
if he wants to get up, he's gonna get up.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But we do have K2SO back. So we're gonna get K2SO, at least in some sense, for 3 episodes.
Well, we've seen the piece from the trailer when and we assume that it's him walking across that walkway with that Imperial, and he just backhands him right off the ledge.
Elijah the intern.
What's up, Elijah?
Oh yeah.
Coming in to watch you wrap up the show, Dad.
That's all right. That's all good.
At least he doesn't hit you in the head live on.
He watches our shows. I appreciate it.
Oh, you got to get in a fight after we're done recording. No, you're gonna go.
Oh, I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Yo, he been sitting on the edge of
this kid thinks he fell asleep, right? He's probably in bed asleep. Yeah, he's gonna be woken up.
Are you really gonna wake him up? Oh man,
he's just walking there. If he's sound asleep, pow right across the face.
Damn.
I'm not gonna do it.
Get him with some water first. Make him sit up for it.
You definitely get him with some water. Man. You definitely get some cold water and be like, bam.
You gotta get the cold water at least.
Sleep it. No, and look,
I would never advocate you actually hitting your child.
Put the hand in the warm water while he's sleeping.
You know what I'm gonna do though? If he's sleeping, I'm gonna be very stealth. I'm gonna take that TV off his wall. I'm gonna take that PlayStation out of his room.
Oh,
your clumsy ass can't do that. You're gonna.
Oh, I can. I can lift. It's a 50-inch. I could pop that thing right off.
Yeah,
no, wait. You're really upset. That's a whole nother level of some shit. You on punishment level kind of shit. I thought
Grinch is in town.
I was like, yo, you hit me with a thing. Like, yo, all right, cool. I'm gonna get you back. But no, you talking about taking everything. You on punishment. My bad.
You can't slap your dad on the internet, bro.
Can you go stealth? Do you have like whatever your Wi-Fi is that you can go look at the list of all of the connected devices and turn them off individually?
Are we trying to help this man out?
I've already planned this. Like everything's being shut down. His phone is going to be shut down. I can just turn his phone off like with a click, and he won't have any.
Was he only joking with you? Maybe he was only joking with you.
I think it was an accident, but I don't care.
Oh shit! All right.
He needs to respect. I'm messing around.
There's the Empire right there.
I say this all joking. My kids don't even know what punishment is. I'm like, you're grounded. They're like, okay.
I know. Same with my kids.
Go to your room. They're like, all right, I'm just gonna go to my room anyways. That's where all my shit is.
Alil's gonna walk into his room to the soundtrack.
I am your father.
That's what you're gonna do. And then you're gonna hit him with one of these. So, hey man, listen, we said it all, we did it all. Ed, thank you for taking us home.
Look at Elijah dishing the tea on Sean.
What is that?
Starting to take my game away too.
Hey! Don't be giving out my fatherly secrets. Yeah, man, we said it all. We did it all. Join us here next week. Thank you for subscribing. Make sure you like, subscribe, write a comment in the show. Tell us what we're doing wrong. Tell us what we're doing right. We appreciate everything. Thanks for watching. Again, we'll be here next week, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Steve, 6 o'clock your time, right?
6 o'clock Pacific, yeah.
Pacific time. That's really it, man. Ain't final thoughts? Anything else to say?
Nope.
Ready to close it out.
Hey, man.
Andor.
This is Sean.
It's a little.
This is Steve.
And this is Ed.
And may the force be with you.
Always.